Happy motherfucking birthday, Alex Wilshin.
Oh, thanks, guys.
No problem, man.
Yeah, man. Happy birth.
How old are you now?
I am, well, it depends on if you're asking me or
I'm
like
asking you the numerical number of how many calendar years you've been alive.
I'm in the 27 club,
Tight.
and if anyone feels like killing me this year, I can join the 27 Heaven Club. So you're actually doing me a favor for my legacy if you kill me.
Alexa, it's Alex's birthday.
Oh, I didn't realize we celebrated the birthdays of dumb, shitty, witty boys. To Alex.
Whoa!
Damn, Alexa.
I don't know where she learned that, dude. What is
some Ex Machina shit?
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. Man, those that Amazon AI algorithm's getting good. It's been listening to us pretty closely.
That's fucked up, man.
Knows me down to a T.
Fucking
She called you shitty witty boy, bro.
Yeah,
Shitty
she
witty
knows
boy.
my recent searches, obviously.
So this week we watched The Old Guard, a Netflix movie starring Charlize Theron. And before we talk about that, we're going to talk about what we've been watching. Birthday boy, kick us off, you shitty witty bitch.
Shit. Well, I took a cue from you guys and I started the Perry Mason series on HBO.
Nice.
It's quite good so far. It is a mystery show, and that's pretty much it. It's 3 episodes in, so there's not much to say.
Cool. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
gonna wait till that's like done.
Yeah.
To get-
After
it's
the
good
first
so
episode,
far.
I decided to wait until it was over before I like binged the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's weird watching a series that I'm now waiting a week for an episode. Like, I feel nostalgic almost.
It's such a great experience to do that, but I am opting. I don't think that's one that I want to do that. Like I did that for devs, and it's like it's great because you can talk about each iteration with people, and
Yeah.
like no one's ahead of anybody. We've talked about this before, but it's also I don't know. I'd rather binge it to be honest when it's done
Totally.
for a show like that.
Yeah, I wish I could binge the whole thing, but let's see what else. I watched a whole bunch of classic old movies. I watched Airplane, which is
Fuck yeah.
always funny. Yeah, it's just as funny today as it was when I was like fucking 5.
There's so many jokes in that are just like super sketchy now and problematic, but like it's so
fine.
good. Yeah.
The entire like jive, like
Yeah.
I speak jive.
That and like you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's comedy.
Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, the prequels. I rewatched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. After we talked about Lord of the Rings, I felt like I wanted to watch an epic saga of things. So I watched the prequels, and they're a lot better actually now than I remember.
Yeah. All right.
Was that Stanley?
Yeah, that was Stanley. He's fine. It's normal. So you've been watching Lord of the Rings. That's interesting.
Sure.
He said Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a bunch of shit. Supermarket Sweep, Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. That shit goes ham.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
I
loving
figured you'd be
Unsolved
watching that,
Mysteries.
Josh.
That's on my list as well.
Yeah.
So good.
Is that
That's
for
about
you?
it.
All right,
Yeah.
birthday boy.
Yee.
Josh.
I'm gonna forego like my typical true crime shows because I watched for the first time intently all of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Ooh.
So I sat down and I fucking each like 3 days in a row. I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's go. I loved the Fellowship of the Ring. Like I fucking loved it. After it was done, it was like 12 o'clock. It was midnight. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. This is what I was missing out on. It's so good. The characters are so layered. And it's just a fun movie.
So it's like adventure movie. It's like peak adventure movie. Like
Yeah,
like
totally.
Exactly.
the scale
Yeah.
of it, the adverse, like the scale of like the tiny little people versus large as fuck, impossible to overcome
Armies, yeah.
like
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That's unbeatable.
There are epic moments in Fellowship too, like when Boromir, I think it's Boromir, when he fights that Uruk-hai leader and he dies. That shit was
Yeah.
sick.
Boromir. I mean, dude, if you're fucking Sean Bean, you die in every movie.
Yeah.
inevitable.
Boromir is no different. He fucking dies.
Yeah.
But okay, so I was okay with the Two Towers. Like I thought it was a good movie. I definitely didn't like it as much as Fellowship.
That's my favorite one.
Really?
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
it's the Battle of Helm's Deep. It's gotta be.
The Battle of Helm's Deep was just so fucking sick.
It was
Yeah.
dope. It was pretty dope.
Dude, that's like one of the most epic things ever.
Ever filmed. Like the miniatures, by the way, the behind the scenes
Fuck
of that,
yeah.
amazing. But I want to say I loved like your play by play. You're like, all right, I'm starting Lord of the Rings on Twitter, and then like a follow up like 30 minutes later, like, yo, what the fuck? Carl Urban is in this. I was like, that cracked me up. The fucking crow's feet coming in hot, dude. Fucking
Who does Carl Urban play? I don't even remember.
he's one of the Knights of Rohan.
it's
The
such a
fucking blonde
small
dude.
role, but he's
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, I like as soon as I saw him, I was like, wait a fucking second, dude. Like, what are we doing here, dude?
You're like, how? Nobody told me Carl Urban was in it. I'd have watched this years ago.
Exactly, dude. Okay, so I have questions. Like, and of course, Return of the King was dope. Like, if I had to pick an order, it would be 1, 3, 2.
The Return of the King was dope.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I have questions though. What the fuck happens to Saruman?
He dies in 2, right? He dies at the beginning of 2.
Dude, you don't see him again. You see the Ents, the walking trees, fucking destroy the army that was at his tower, but you don't see anything about what happens to Saruman. Do the Ents murder him? Like, does he fucking
I thought
implode
he-
himself
I
with
don't
magic?
remember. I don't remember.
Didn't
it's not fresh
he
enough in my memory.
I feel like I remember he fell on the spire outside of the tower at the beginning of 2 Towers. I think
he fell to his death, right?
yeah, he like fell and got impaled through a spire, right?
I
Didn't
didn't.
he?
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe it was. Too
I think it's
late
like
and
the-
I just like slept through. Like I took a quick Nini during.
Yeah.
Saruman.
I think it's like the very opening of 2 Towers.
Death scene on YouTube.
It's just important research.
You guys can't hear it right now, but he's on top of the tower. He falls off the 2 towers.
What?
Fucking does 10 backflips. Lands on a spike right in front of all of the gang.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't see that.
Really? So you just like went through whole 2 Towers like where the fuck is Saruman?
Yeah, yeah,
it's
very
it's
much
in the
so.
beginning of Return of the King.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, I need to go back.
And we
I
got
need to see
copyright striked on YouTube for that, probably. I don't know. We'll see.
Rip.
it. One more thing I wanted to bring up. So it's in the movies. It's implied that Smeagol has the ring long before Bilbo grabs or steals the ring from him.
Correct.
Yes.
And like that's a long period of time where Smeagol has the ring and nothing comes of it.
Right.
So
Because he never put it on.
Sauron's fucking his army is not trying to, reach Smeagol or anything like that. My
It
issue with
didn't
that,
send out the pew.
you hear about Smeagol not destroying the ring after 400 years. For 400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
Oh, that is a fucking top tier.
Oh,
That's an
man.
S tier Kanye meme right there. Yep. I can't disagree. Hot take.
You right. He could have just been like, you know what? Bye.
That's
But he didn't.
all I
I'm
got.
talking about Smeagol right now.
Yeah.
Smeagol only.
Smeagol only Smeagol. That's what I was referring to. 400 years
Yes.
sounds like a choice. Okay.
It's actually
Go ahead.
longer, but
Anything
I
else?
also no, nothing else on Lord of the Rings. I also attempted to watch Hamilton. I got through like fucking 3.5 minutes, dude, and I was like, I can't
do
this.
it. It's too.
I feel you.
It's too Schoolhouse Rock for me.
you know,
That's
I
what
put
it's
it
gonna
on.
be. It's gonna.
It's too much of a musical, you know?
It's too much of exactly what it is.
My only complaint with it is that it's a musical.
Yeah. I just
there
I
are
can't do
good
it.
musicals, though.
I
It's
get
just,
it.
this
People
is,
love it. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I'm too cynical, I think.
It's not even a movie musical though. It's a straight up filming of a play. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Nah.
yeah. I'm,
But
I
like-
did watch The Little Mermaid on Disney Plus, which was a live musical, and that shit fucking slaps.
Yeah. Like, okay.
It's fine.
We all went to go see the Book of Mormon together, and like that was good, but like I wouldn't say that I'd do it again.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, and that's like the most accessible musical for us, which is like it's like potty humor.
It's aimed
comedy.
at you. Yeah,
it's like
Yeah,
that is
like
the,
making fun of a religion. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. That's like that. It's the guys that did South Park. That is the entry level of musical for me. Like the most accessible thing in the world. Like the only other thing I would watch would be like a Kubrick musical if they somehow did like a like
yeah, that'd be fun.
like a Clockwork Orange the musical.
Chris would just be there the whole time, just like, God damn it! Like, what the fuck are they doing to my man?
Yeah,
I'm gonna find a shitty community theater production of A Clockwork Orange so that we can all go to it and fucking roast it.
And then you guys would like pin me down and like clamp my eyes open like Clockwork Orange.
Like, watch.
I'd be like, no.
Look at it.
Just betraying my man's.
My man's.
My man's.
But yeah, so anything else, Josh?
No, Chris, what you been watching, buddy?
So I watched this great thriller called Hell or High Water. It's I found it because my friend Josh Butt recommend he's
Is that Jeff Bridges?
shout out. Yeah, it is. Shout out JB Delicious from college, my boy. He saw that I watched Wind River and he was like, "Dude, check out Hell or High Water." So I checked it out. It's the same writer of Wind River, and I also found out that guy also wrote Sicario.
Oh shit!
So I was like, dude, this
Damn.
guy's killing it. Like Sicario, Wind River is great. And then, so I checked out Hell or High Water. That's fucking good thriller. That's a good movie, dude. It's like
Hell yeah.
reminiscent of No Country for Old Men, just kind of like simple
Yeah.
sheriff, Texas town, trying to stop a couple hooligan bank robbers. Really fucking good. And
I
of course,
dig it.
of course, Jeff Bridges fucking murderous, of course, as usual.
Of course.
Fucking Jeff Bridges, man. I'm a sheriff, man. I'm not the dude anymore,
Goddamn.
man.
Jeff Bridges.
You know,
That's a terrible
the
joke, I'm
Rock
sorry.
tied the room together, but now I'm just an old retired sheriff, man. The worst Jeff Bridges ever. But
I was gonna say at first it was kind of close, and then it just sort of devolved into
all it is man at the end of everything.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in Tron, man. I don't know.
I was in Tron. I was de-aged.
Did you see the de-aging in Tron, man? It's pretty good.
It's not great, man.
It needs some work.
Not the best.
So anyways, Jeff Bridges fucking kills it in that movie. Ben Foster, by the way, one of the most underrated actors, man.
Who's he?
Fucking so true, man. I fucking love Ben Foster in anything.
You
dude.
will love Hell or High Water then, dude. Just check it out. Eat. You're like, eat, won't do it. And it's just like the information just goes right over. You're just like,
Hell or High Water is one of those movies where it's like you're supposed to be checking it out, or you were supposed to, and then time just kind of passed you by. You know,
Yeah.
It's the fucking Cats in the Cradle with a silver spoon, dude. It's like one of those.
It's in the cradle with the hair.
Little body the body the boo.
anyways, it's pretty
When
good.
you're coming home, son, I don't know when.
We'll get together then.
I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
You never heard that song?
I've heard the song, but what does it have to do with anything we're talking about?
It's written for children of divorce.
Okay,
So-
what? Cool, man. Welcome to ThereAreTooManyMovies. Hey, that movie's almost like this really obscure fucking Cats in the Cradle song. What?
It's a very popular
I
song.
don't know what you guys are talking about anymore. You guys have an inside joke with each other that I'm not.
It's Cats in the Cradle. That's it.
Okay. So, anyways, Ben Foster's awesome. He was great in Hostels and in Lone Survivor. Those two movies, like underrated characters.
Dude, the Hostels pull, man. What the fuck? Yeah.
Welcome to
Yeah,
ThereAreTooManyMovies.
dude.
Fucking obscure cinephile references. That's what you're here for. So, anyways, Ben Foster's sick. I finished season 2 of The Americans. I'm giving up. Season 1 was great. Season 2, I couldn't give a shit if they lived or died.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, it was just messy and annoying, and like I didn't know what was going on half the time. I checked out. So I also saw there's 4 more seasons of it, and I'm like, if I'm not into it, I'm gonna bail now. So,
Okay. I respect the fuck out of that.
So I was gonna go check out Perry Mason, but then I was like, I'm fresh off the heels of The Americans. Like I need a break from Michael Reese for a second because I can't watch him pivot to a new.
Because you want to appreciate him. You don't want to be overindulged in
Right.
Matthew Reese.
So
Yeah.
I started Unsolved Mysteries, and I don't know why I did this to myself because they're inherently unsatisfying.
Yeah.
It's in the title. Like,
Yeah.
you're not
No
going to
closure.
get any closure whatsoever. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do another one of these. And it's just like, their body was found 1 mile from when he was kidnapped. No one knows what the fuck happened. And then it's an hour of like, what happened? And then it ends with, if anybody knows what the fuck happened, please call this number. And I'm just like, God damn it, this sucks. I get no closure. I'm not satisfied with this at all. I want a show where it's like a written plot, beginning, middle to end. I'm going to do another.
Yep.
It's like, what?
Well, the stories are fascinating. Like right off the bat, the first one like hooked me. I was like,
The dude that
whoa.
fell through the Belvedere, right?
Yes.
Did he fall? Was he pushed? Was
Is
the
it
hole
Ozark?
there already, motherfuckers? It's unsolved.
It's also though pretty much obvious, all of them. Like it's like what happened, and then but like throughout the episode they mentioned like his best friend who they had a scuffle with lawyered up and never said shit. So
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
like, oh, and then it's just like, what happened? And it's like,
Or like the hairdresser lady that was clearly killed by her fucking ex-husband.
yeah.
He's like, nah.
He's like, no.
He's like, no. So I mean, I asked them to put her bones together, and then I carried her head around for a little bit, and then I slept with her ashes. I mean,
As you do.
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, checkmate, atheist. Like, what do you explain that? If I killed her, then explain why I like slept with her skull for a week after she died.
Explain love.
Yeah, it's just like what? And then the other one, there's the guy that goes to a party, the black guy that goes to a racist as fuck like party.
That one was so obvious.
And then he disappears and ends up in a freezer. And
Also, his friends are dog shit for leaving him and what was obviously like a house full of the KKK, basically.
yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, who did it? You'll never know.
Yeah. No spoilers. So
There are no spoilers. It's right in the title.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I got. I'm also still deep into The Nick, which is just getting so much better. I'm in halfway through season 2, and there's only 2 seasons. I don't know what happens if it closes out or if it gets canceled. I don't know, so I'm not gonna look it up. But fuck, check that fucking show out. Early 1900s experimental surgery. Just fucking do it.
Word.
Also, Clive Owen, take my ass.
Clive Irwin.
All right, shall we get into the movie of this week, which is...
You mean of the year? Because it
Are
was
you
really
waiting for me to
good.
say it? Oh,
Yes.
The Old Guard. Bing.
Ting, ting, ting.
I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. It was fun for me.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it.
It wasn't bad.
So, okay, I want to say I went in completely blind. I thought I would be watching like Jack Reacher, some Tom Clancy type movie, maybe even like the one we watched with Thor, whatever that one was called.
Extraction.
Extractions. I thought it was like a hyper realistic or just a realistic, fucking gritty Zero Dark 30. You got to go.
It definitely started that way.
Yeah. And it opens with the death scene, which I love that kind of shit. I was like, all right, I'm here for it. Like,
And I'm glad it wasn't like a you'll never guess how I got in this position.
Of course. Yeah. Like the last
Right.
5 or whatever.
right. But it does kind of fall victim to that thing we always talk about where there's always a 2-minute teaser of the movie in the beginning, a little bit, that like a hook. Like,
Yeah,
all
it's like
these
how they do
movies-
trailers now.
Yeah, all these movies have to have a hook in the first 2 seconds because the Netflix algorithm says people will get bored or some shit.
True.
But so there is that hook where it's like, oh, the movie starts with her dead body with a bullet hole in the forehead. I was like, all right, here for it, gritty, let's go.
Let's fucking go. And then it starts like any other like action thriller, I guess.
Yeah.
It just starts off that way. And like you, dude, I did no prep. I just saw the name of the movie and I saw that Charlize Theron was in it and that it's an action movie. That's all I fucking knew. I didn't even watch the trailer. I know I sent it, but I was like, hey
Yeah,
guys,
I didn't
like,
watch
maybe
it
we should
either.
Watch this.
Wilson,
I was
did
like-
you?
I watched the trailer.
That's
and,
This is the most important differentiation, I think.
and you know what's funny
Maybe-
is I hate the movie. I think it's so bad. Like I really do.
Oh man. Okay. Well, all right.
it.
I don't think that's the only thing that made you hate it, the fact that you watched the trailer. But I will tell you, when let's first talk about the opening, which is, like you said, the intro to every action thriller ever, which is like, I don't do that anymore. And then someone's like, one more job. And then like, no, we're not going to do that. And then basically it takes the character one line to Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right. And it was
okay.
Yeah, it was literally like reminiscent of like Kung Pao, like, I implore you to reconsider. And she was like, okay. And like then okay, off to do the one last mission, save some refugees in Syria, which is semi-political and relevant. A little bit of activism thrown in there.
I honestly, like, whenever it started and like they get the mission from Chiwetel Ejiofor, I was like thinking like, oh, okay, like this is a movie my dad would like, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of vibe that it had. And of course, like he has that fucking sap story. It's like, my wife, she died of ALS. I wanted Charlize Theron to be like, oh my God, did she not see my fucking ice bucket challenge? Like I
did what I
posted it,
could.
I swear.
I tagged her in it. What happened?
You're supposed to donate from YouTube.
The beginning felt like, yeah, a movie my fucking dad would really like a lot.
Accessible, summer fun, top-down action thriller.
Right. Do we need to cover anything until we get to like the nitty gritty of what this movie's about?
No, not really.
I don't really think so.
Because I want to talk about that moment. So I kind of, the whole mission felt like a setup, and maybe it's because they showed dead bodies at the beginning of the movie. So maybe that's what made me go, well, this is a trap. But they go to this mission. They try and save some refugees. They go down into this basement where they think they are. Nothing's there except for a firing squad where they mow down these 4 people. And I was just like, holy fucking shit. I was
like where are we going to go?
Yeah, like this is, you showed me a death scene, but you went to the death scene in the first 10 or 15 minutes. Like, Charlize Theron is dead. What? Yeah. And then I was like, okay, so now we're going to backtrack and how we got here. But no. Yeah. And then her wounds started to fucking close up. I literally sat up. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I really wish I didn't watch the trailer because that was the first thing in the trailer. So like going into the movie, I knew the premise. I knew everything except for there's a new immortal. That's what they're trying to find.
This is a perfect case for why media blackout, even for a movie as simple and summer fun top down as this, is so like crucial to just to give yourself that kind of experience. I was like, I'm going to watch a fucking Tom Clancy movie. And then all of a sudden they're healing. I was like, okay, it's a dream sequence. And I'm sitting up, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, okay, they're in a simulation. Okay, it's training. It's virtual reality. What's going on? Like, I was sitting there to nobody in my living room, to nobody going, yo, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
I like just yelling and shit. And, and then they get up, these immortal soldiers, these 4 people that just get gunned down, bullets fall out of them, their wounds heal, and they stand up and return fire on the firing squad, which they don't expect, and fucking mow them down and then get the fuck out of there because it was a trap trying to get them.
The music for that scene was clutch.
Yes. Yeah.
That was this is the one instance in this movie that the music was clutch because it was composed for the fucking scene.
Boom.
And in that moment, I thought to myself, I'm so glad this isn't like a fucking rock guitar that's coming in like, you know what I mean? Some shit like that.
Right.
Not yet.
Like it ruins. It's like, oh God, you're fucking playing to a crowd right here. No, it was like a nice, like kind of science fiction-y kind of tune that they were doing.
Yep.
The only occurrence of that, of like well-placed music.
Right.
Yeah. All the other music in the movie was like Twilight level shit.
Well, I want to talk about that because that to me, when the movie started, that was the first red flag. So I'd figured out what makes it like cringy and what doesn't. Like, so when a movie's soundtrack is top 40, like that's obviously cringy. But I figured it out. Like if it's instrumental, it's not as bad. But when you start hearing lyrics, that's when it moves away from a movie soundtrack composition to just a music video. And you're just like, popcorn. Like, it just becomes dumb.
Totally.
It's like, let's modernize this movie.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, we got to deal with Universal Records or whatever the fuck. And like, here comes the latest top hit song. And it's just like fucking Imagine Dragons or some shit. You're just like, oh.
Well, like I love Frank Ocean, but whenever the new Immortal like starts playing Frank Ocean in her headphones, I was like, oh, what the fuck are we?
Yeah.
What was up with that too? It was like an Apple Music ad in the middle of the thing. She just like for no reason turned on Frank Ocean and was like, I'm gonna love you forever, and just zoned out for 2 seconds.
Oh,
No.
That was bad.
There was all the music aside from that one instance that you mentioned, Josh, like all the music gave me that exact reaction where I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why'd you go for that?
It's that
So-
top 40 shit.
I completely understand, Wilson, why you hated this. I get it. I get it.
The whole time, it's sort of, because I watched the trailer, the movie had a sort of like, it felt like a B movie Constantine to me. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah, a little like vampire soldiers type of deal.
Yeah, kind of type.
Like Underworld or some shit like that.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
But like the 5th sequel of Underworld, where it's like
Right.
Underworld Revolution,
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
But as soon as like the movie opened up for me, I was like, okay, like this is sick. I'm on board. Like undead immortal soldiers, like the new Immortals, and like it was almost like X-Men, but like there's something so fun about like superheroes or immortal characters that are just like nihilistic and take damage and don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Hancock.
Hancock, Deadpool, exactly. Like they like something about just like taking a bullet to the head and being like, oh, this is so annoying. Like something about that concept is so fun. So I was like, I'm on board for this, especially because if you tack on the fact that they're millenniums old, then like they're really fucking good at fighting, and the gun choreography was super fun. Like they're super good at shooting and fighting and like doing.
Yeah, the fights were pretty sick. Like it was well choreographed fights.
Yeah. There's a lot of that stuff was like really fun. That carried it.
Not
for me,
like Extraction level.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so then after we get through, so then we're introduced to a new Immortal, right? She's a U.S. soldier. She gets fucking her throat sliced open by terrorists, some shit like that, and like she's good. She's all set now after that, even though like her partner saw her get fucking knifed in the neck, and she's
And none of them are happy for her for being alive. They're all like mad that she didn't die.
They're like they're super sus. They're all just like, what the fuck's up with you, girl?
and they're set up
Yeah.
like characters that are supposed to reoccur and then they just kind of disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like
Yeah,
they had
for
their
sure.
they had scenes like her battalion
Like
or
buddies.
I think that was a famous dancer, the bald one. I think that's like a famous dancer. Met Towley.
Is she human or is she dancer?
Yeah. Thanks for listening to There Are Too Many Movies.
All right, I'll go, guys.
Yeah, Met Towley. Yeah, is her name. She's a fucking awesome dancer. She's in a bunch of music videos. But yeah, she was in that. And I was like, that's weird. She has like a 5-second part in this movie.
Yeah,
But
weird cameo.
I guess maybe whatever, doesn't matter. She's awesome. But yeah, you're right. Those like random ass characters got set up and then abandoned immediately.
Yeah. Which like good. I don't need them. I don't
No.
fucking need anybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, exactly.
Just need the group of immortals. That's all.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is all I wanted to hear about. I wanted like any dialogue. I wanted just them talking about shit that happened like 200 years ago or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
totally.
more of that. That's cool.
That
you know?
stuff was cool. Those flashbacks were actually kind of fun. And then the action was like the most redeeming thing for me in this, like except when it had a top 40 soundtrack to it. Like some of the end scenes, there was like
It ruined it, dude.
Yeah.
It ruined
Yeah,
the action
for
scenes
sure.
because of the fucking stupid music.
They're straight up cringe. Most of the music choices.
But there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Like earlier on when it was like jumping around locations, like the location super, like the titles, the graphics in the bottom of the screen where it was like Afghanistan or like Paris, France or whatever. Those always came 2 seconds right before or after somebody said the location. So I'm like, why the fuck did you just like this plays into this like this is one of those top 40 summer fun top down, like here's the location, guys, in case you didn't understand.
I
Like
guarantee you it's focus groups.
maybe
Of course,
We're
yeah.
like, where are they?
fucking idiots. They were like
And they're saying that as they're saying where they are. You know what I mean?
And it's like 1 second into the shot, they're like, "Where is it?"
yeah, like it cuts to the fucking desert in like a desert camo Humvees driving across obvious like Iraq, and they're like, and like right when it cuts to it, he's like, I'm lost.
He's like, "Where? Which desert?"
Yeah, but it's like, but she would be like, Charlize Theron would be like, I know where it is, Afghanistan. And then it would cut to Afghanistan. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I fucking know. Like
Yeah.
one or the other. Like either you could cut, you could do this. You could be like, you could have Charlize Theron going, I know where it is. And then just cut to Afghanistan.
Right.
That would work, but like having them back to back was so annoying. Like,
Yeah,
it would be like
redundant out.
it would be like so and so France, and then the first scene is them. She's like, "I thought we were going to Paris." No, this is so and so France.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, "Okay, now I get it.
Now I know.
Cool."
Dude,
Now I can
Neville
keep watching.
Longbottom.
Oh yeah, dude.
Neville Longbottom.
No, it's Dudley.
he was in
Dudley-
this?
Dudley Potter.
Oh, is it Dudley? Oh, it is. I thought it was Neville. You're
Dudley.
right.
Was he one of the soldiers? Or one of the immortals?
He was the fucking
The main villain.
American scientist, dude, or the English scientist.
Oh my god.
yeah,
I did
Yeah.
not even realize that.
Motherfucker had a glow up, son.
Right? Well, other than being like a British fucking Mark Zuckerberg pharma guy. Just fucking like
He was a piece of dog shit.
Consider
though.
the alternative though, what he was. So
yeah,
Yeah.
like Uncle Vernon, basically.
yeah, that's a glow up. All right.
That's a glove, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't belittle my fucking observation. All right.
He was good at being like a piece of shit, though. Like I wanted him to
He
go
played
out
it
like
well.
a little bitch boy.
Yeah.
He as a person has mastered being the asshole actor guy because he was Dudley and now he's this guy. That's crazy.
Mans is getting typecasted.
It's like, hey, are you ready to be a fucking complete piece of garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I guess so.
But that
Got
was
it
good.
down pat.
He did
Potter.
good though. Yeah.
Yeah. He was super entertaining. He was like just not at the point of being like 1980s over the top villain where, you know what I mean? Where it's like, the world must be mine. He's like, his motives are like, they make sense for his character. It's not
Yeah.
completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Did you guys want more or less of the lore that they provided as far as like the immortals go?
I wanted like, what's the word? Like ambiguous lore. Like there was a joke later on in the movie where someone is talking to Charlize's character and they say like, oh, like how you were good. Like, fuck. They said something to another character talking about like a famous figure in history. And then they referenced Charlize's character and then like they like tapped her with their elbow, like sort of like alluding to the fact that maybe they had a relationship. I like little stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
That's
that
cool.
stuff. I wanted more like flashbacks in action, like show medieval battles and shit. That was cool. Like showing them through periods and different periods was really cool. I wanted less of the woe is me, it's fucking hard to be invincible thing.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Yes.
you could cut a half hour off this movie from just that bullshit. All that fucking like, oh, but my family all died and but like yeah, some of it's good, but like there was so much of like Charlize talking to the new immortal and being like, this is so hard, you don't even understand. There were so many scenes like that where I was just like,
Yes.
I get it.
The one scene where I needed that was them explaining the immortal that they lost to the Iron Maiden contraption that like
That was cool.
that was fucking sick.
That was
That was
awesome.
fucking sick.
That was also something I was wondering about as far as like, what would they have to be afraid of other than like, I like cut to a judge in a courtroom saying, and now I sentence you to life in prison. And they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That or like I always thought like if you cut off their head, like there's no way that's going back together. Or dismemberment
like if they
or
get, like,
splitting them in half or whatever.
Bisect. Yeah.
But yeah, like that is so brutal. That's like Greek mythology level fucking torture.
Eternal suffering. Yeah.
Eternal
Yeah.
suffering at the bottom
The
of an
Greeks were
ocean.
fucking tremendous at torture, dude.
yeah.
Just mastered.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to torture, Greek mythology fucking
The
chef's
chef's kiss of torture.
Yeah.
The chef's kiss of fucking inhumanity, dude.
like Atlas, he had to hold the whole world on his back. Like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like you had to suffer at the bottom of an ocean, like the weight of the ocean on you, drowning over and over for eternity. Like, woo!
Yeah.
Just
Fucked
fucking
up.
dying, and then and then drowning again.
Yeah, that might be my favorite aspect of this movie. Now that I think about it, is like that, like because that in and of itself could be like its own myth. Like there was once an immortal person, and we got rid of her this way.
That
you know what I mean?
Was sick.
It's Greek mythology shit, man. That's like that's what hell is. You know, it's eternity suffering.
Yeah. But yeah, so I love that the little torture scene in that. But
question though, how are they an age?
I think whenever they die, that's their age.
Yeah,
like the first time they die.
Oh,
yeah. Right. So yeah, once they transition to being the immortal, like that first time they died and come back, they're perma-aged. They're
fucking suck dick that like if you died like as
like
an
90
old person.
Yeah,
you're 90
you're like
for like
fucking 75 years old, and you're like, fuck it, I fell.
No.
Like, oh shit, I'm immortal.
I wish that there was like a fat, lazy piece of shit immortal that was just like, all right, I'll be here when you guys are done.
I was thinking about that too. Like, what if any of those characters decided for like at least 100 years, it's like, I'm going to be a fat piece of shit for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they can just bounce back later.
I wish one of them made another reference to like more stuff in the past, like if they were like a reference to like if they invented Scientology and faked their death, like they were actually L. Ron Hubbard, and like they just fucked with humanity instead of like we're like the cool guys of humanity.
Like on
that show nerds is fucking L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah,
on that billboard of like what everybody's done good over like the last millennia, there's just like, and then there's this asshole over here, and then there's like a bunch of just trolling history shit some guy did.
Yeah. He's like, I invented fireworks.
Yeah.
Fucked it up for everyone.
But yeah, those aspects of like, I like how they briefly explored some of those like weird, like sort of non-conventional aspects of being immortal, where they'd be like, this is fucked up. They had to do this. They had to do this. Like, I liked how they kind of dove into that.
Yeah. And then Charlize, like even like she gets wounded and then like she's not healing as normal.
Yeah,
that was like a nice turn for the movie. I was like, okay, so there's some collateral here. There's some fucking shit to worry about.
Yeah. And so speaking of Andy's character, so I did like a little digging. She said in some interview to somebody that because you know how they're like, oh, she's just old, man. Nobody knows how old she is. She is apparently 6,000 years old.
6,000 years old? That's fucking brutal.
That's sick,
so
right?
So Mesopotamia. Just kidding. I don't know.
Like she was a cave woman, basically.
Yeah, that's fucking
awesome.
crazy.
She's the missing link, and she is the super alpha uber human.
Does she watch movies? You know,
that's what she probably reads. I bet she reads books. She probably still thinks movies are too new.
She probably has read all the books.
When everything's on like that relative time scale, you're just like, oh, like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do anything.
It's like,
I love the idea of like how she can't remember what her mom looks like. It's like clearly that would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sick. And also like how she, like, despite there being all these new like assault rifles and stuff, she kind of defaults back to an axe sometimes because she fought for millennia with an axe and sword probably. Yeah. Like that's
probably her oldest weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think that's super cool how they kind of, even though it was a bit like cheesy to like,
it's comic booky, you know, it's like a comic booky detail.
Well, this is based off a graphic novel, so it makes sense.
Is it really?
Shit, is it?
Yeah. So the graphic novel actually has 4 issues, and they're actually already greenlit. It's already in the pipeline. A sequel is already in the pipeline for Netflix with signed contracts of all the main actors. So
clearly,
at
the very end, they definitely set it up. It's like, okay, this is clearly a fucking they're ready to go for it.
I mean, I'm okay with
Netflix
it, man.
just like, let's fucking go. Let's make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Plus the question that they propose at the end of it is like genuine. Like you would have no fucking clue how she got out. Like you're basically like, how the fuck did Quinn get out?
Yeah, but I like the aspect of like there's a super squad of like X-Men heroes there, and the leader is mortal now, which is cool. That's a cool aspect. And then also there's this rogue one who betrayed them and is outcast, but is now linked up with this other undead that had apparently been just brewing at the bottom of an ocean. So she's pissed.
Yeah,
Like,
she's not fucking happy.
she's not happy at all. She's been there for what? When did they have that relationship? Like 3,000 years
Fucking
ago?
500 years ago. I think it was 500.
Okay. I mean, any amount of time under the ocean would
5 seconds
suck.
under. Yeah.
Inside of an Iron Maiden. So
I wonder what kind of sea creatures she saw down there, if she saw any at all.
Probably couldn't see shit.
Yeah, it's fucking pitch black, so never mind.
yeah, so she's like,
Like, cool, a jellyfish.
She's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
He dies again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
the blobfish is like in her fucking thing.
Just like eating her eye over and over again.
Oh god, you're like one of those like fish that's like all teeth is just like
The angler fish.
the one
Brutal.
Wilson described on one of our episodes is, "What's up? I'm a knife."
Oh, yeah. Fucking the knife of animals.
I'm a fucking ocean knife.
Fuck with me.
I've evolved to be sharp, and that's it.
Yeah.
What's
Did you
up, a knife?
do you ever think about just like the insane, like just how life had to evolve for like particular parts of the, like when you look at like the deep sea, like Discovery Earth stuff, and you're like, there's a organism that just lays down
Yeah.
for 100 years, and that's its life. Like,
Yeah, and there's like, if we go to the bottom of the ocean, our heads will explode. But there's things down there just fucking chilling, and they're luminescent. They're glowing with like no energy source.
Yeah,
Everybody's just like, and we just still don't understand how they do that. It's like
your cells are like, we need light. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
so a couple generations later, the one that has light just keeps surviving, and then there it is, the circle of
the
life.
thing.
and then you get immortals, and that's how we get this movie.
Welcome back to Planet Earth, the podcast.
Yes.
We fucking turned it around, guys.
So
David Attenborough.
back to the actual fucking movie we're talking about. So the next note I have written down was basically when what's her name, the newest immortal comes back.
Nile.
She comes back to save them all because they all get captured. Which, by the way, they got captured. But why the fuck? If the whole point of them was to get captured, why didn't they get captured in the very first scene instead of just getting mowed down? I don't know.
Plot.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
Movie needed a
Yeah.
plot, I guess. Like that was the whole thing. It's like, and like, what if this would be funny? Like, what if instead it just, the firing squad was like, all right, yeah, so we killed them all, mowed them all down. So we were supposed to do, right? And he's like, no, capture them. He's like, sorry, you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
What?
We shot them. They're dead. We shot them all. We dumped a whole fucking mag into all of them. There's no way they're getting.
They are dead.
They're dead as fuck, guys.
They're dead as fuck. And it's like,
I have never seen a more dead group of people.
the last thing I expect is any sort of retaliation for what I just did to all these 4 soldiers. So yeah, that I was like, the whole mission was to capture them, but they didn't capture them at all. They just
Yeah, they
shot
could have
them.
just gone down there and been like, hey guys,
yeah.
hey.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
fucking lock the door behind them once they got down there. That's all they had to do. But then they were like, instead they were like, they mowed them down and they're like, all right, so poker, where are we doing poker tonight, boys? And they're like,
Yeah.
they just got murked. It's dumb. Anyway, so my next note, movie.
It's not the smartest plot.
right, but movie needed one, so it's like I guess you have to.
Yeah.
So the my next note, jumping ahead, I guess, is when she came back to save her immortal friends that are in captivity, and cue the music video set to a top 40 song where the lyrics were literally "I'm going down fighting,"
Oof.
and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ!
Do the lyrics really say that? That's
Literally
fucking-
said, "I'm going down
Yeah.
fighting," and she's like sliding and shooting and getting shot, and it's like, "I'm going down." I was like, this is dumb as shit. Which
That's
sucks.
some
'Cause-
heavy music.
Maybe not the best time to bring it up, but I liked her character. I thought she was cool.
Yeah, she was good.
Nile or Charlize?
Nile. I mean both, but yeah, I thought Nile was great. I thought she was like a really cool addition to like
I
the
thought,
group that they had.
yeah, I liked the aspect that she was introduced because of Charlize's immortality ending. Like it's like a cycle or something like that implied.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what they
that was
implied,
cool.
Yeah.
But I will say that like I don't know if it was because I was already in the mood to like not be feeling it, but like I thought that the lady that played Niall, her acting was like distractingly bad.
Really?
Like, yeah, like when she would deliver lines, it was just like kind of robotic or like emotionless.
I don't think that's her fault. There was a few scenes where I felt that, but I think she's a good actor, and I think there was just some poor direction in some scenes, or maybe just awkward takes that they chose. Because I felt that in some scenes, but not
all
overall.
of them.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't think it
I think of like
consistently, I will say.
one of the highlights of the movie for me is like the fight between Charlize and Niall on the plane. I thought that was really fucking well done.
Yeah.
And like
the
she's
play dead.
discovering that like she can break bones and they can mend.
Yeah, I thought
that was cool.
That was cool, and because that was another one of those fights where it's just two gods and they can't really hurt each other, so they were just like, all right.
And there wasn't fucking stupid music over it. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, like that. I agree. That one was like more of a cool action scene.
Yeah.
But she fucking goes in and saves her friends. They, we are doing good. They have that turn of character where they switch from like basically existential nihilism to like, oh, we're gonna do something
fully
good.
on board.
Yeah, we're fully on board with being superheroes, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas before they were like, what's the goddamn point? Boom, healed. Boom, healed. How many times do you think they killed themselves, by the way? That would have been a cool thing to explore.
Yeah.
They should have done that. Like some of them trying to end it. Like that dark side of being immortal, I think they should have leaned into more.
They should have done it as like they should have done it as like they're hanging out in a bar and he's like, I bet you I can blow my brains out, give me $100, some shit like that, like some crazy.
Yeah, like at the end, for example, like the post-movie scene, whatever, the very end scene where it's like 6 months later and it showed one of the immortals just like drunk stumbling around Paris. I wanted to have a scene where a drunk immortal just is throwing himself around, killing himself, like taking like a bottle.
That would be cool.
And like throwing himself off a building and then getting up, like shit like that, where it's like, I wanted that so bad.
Yeah.
That would have been a way
ultra
better.
nihilistic.
Yeah. And that would have been a way better way to show that perspective as opposed to the fucking minutes of exposition where Charlize is like, do you know how sad it is to be sad? Have you ever been sad?
But it's like what
I've
if
been
at that
sad
point
a long time?
Yeah.
What if at that point it's like there was a really good episode of Black Mirror where like this guy could feel other people dying or feel other people's pain and he becomes addicted to it even though it doesn't kill him. I was wondering like if that would be a cool aspect for the immortals to have pleasure or like a fetish in death and pain. You know what I mean? Like, sawing off a limb or some shit like that where it's like the dark side of what they go through as an immortal. Like I don't know.
I want
cyanide or whatever.
Yeah.
Since they're making it. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So
since we're go ahead.
Yeah,
and go ahead. So go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
So I really like how anyway, so the Hancock Deadpool aspect I wanted more of, basically, as well as like the whole like I'm fucked up, I can't die, god damn it. So anyways, my next note, basically, she fucking does the thing. Fucking they murk the guy with an axe, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yes,
call
axe
back
killing
to
is
the
always
first
cool.
strategy from earlier. But
didn't need it. I just needed to see them fucking dive straight into that car, and then like her hand like articulating and like fixing itself.
Yeah,
that was
badass.
sick.
I was so hoping that like they were gonna run up to the car and she was just gonna be in there like and like they check on her and she's just like
Yeah.
like I did it.
She picks up her thumb.
I did it.
Like her thumb just goes. She's like, is this forever? Like I wanted
like until you die.
so,
Yes.
I wanted to at least one funny one, but
yeah.
Nah. But that fall scene was cool. She just fucking full on yeeted off the skyscraper. She'll be fun.
And she was screaming too. She was like terrified. I thought that was a cool note. Like she's screaming on her way down, which you would naturally do.
Right.
As opposed to like her being stoic and like, I'm killing this person.
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago, you were.
Fuck! fuck?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago you were human. You're not gonna fucking yeet off a building like no fucking reaction, just like this is easy. Like
Yeah,
easy mode, hero mode.
GG.
She does a hero landing, her knee goes through her fucking chin, and she's like, I'll be fine.
All of her teeth.
What if like she's falling and Charlize is like, wait, you will die if you turn into pudding.
Right.
Just fucking splat. Fucking organ.
It's like, no,
bag.
falling's the one thing you can't do.
So yeah.
I want them to do an entire. So since they can make a whole franchise, obviously they can go back in time and do wars and blah blah blah. I want them to do like a slapstick Three Stooges movie because they can all die. Just go all out.
Yeah.
Just like drop an anvil on them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it. I would love that. Just an R-rated Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so movie ends with an obvious sequel setup, and I was waiting the whole movie for Gwen to come back, honestly. I thought Gwen was going to come back and save him or something. Like that's her name, right? Gwen?
Quinn, I think.
Quinn, whatever. The one in the ocean immortal. I thought she was going to come back earlier, but it was clearly, like one of those like Easter egg, almost a post-credit scene, but they put it before the credits.
Which, like, thank God, I didn't want to wait for the credits.
I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah,
Same. Yeah.
Nobody would have seen it, and also Netflix would have been like starting Ozark in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It would have been like, you liked this? Well, here's fucking Ozark, and then just like dump you into the next piece of content. But so yeah, obvious sequel setup, but I'm for it. I'd watch another one of these.
Yeah, for sure. Wilson, still no.
After an hour of us talking very highly of it, what do you think now?
Here's the thing. I went into it not feeling it. It looked dumb after just watching the trailer. And I mean, it's not trying to be like a total serious, like it's not trying to be like the Dark Knight of immortal knights. So in that sense, I'm more on board with it now, because on my initial watch, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Just what?
Were you surprised that we liked it so much?
Yeah, I was really surprised.
He still
Sorry we
hates
watched
it.
a movie you didn't like for your birthday, dude.
Happy birthday. Here's a movie that you will clearly not like. But yeah, I feel like you still hate it. You're just pandering to us, but that's okay.
No, here's the thing.
It just could have caught you in the wrong
feel like
mood.
No, I think it was the Charlize aspect maybe, because when I saw Charlize Theron, I was like, oh, this will be more serious and whatnot. I don't really know. It just sort of it came at me from like
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then it was what it was.
Yeah. Little bit of a summer fun top down.
Do you think you would have liked it more or less if it wasn't Charlize? If it was like I don't know. Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, or some, unknown actor.
Maybe. I don't know. I also saw, like, when it was starting, it said like produced by Charlize Theron. So I was like, wow, she's really thinking this is going to be a really good thing. So like when I, like, before she even was on screen, I was like, okay, here we go. Charlize, fucking sell it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think she did a great job in the movie herself. I think she carried it. She's a badass. She's a babe. She's fucking awesome. She's also a like super awesome philanthropist and activist too. So
Yeah.
I was all for it. It was a fun movie. It wasn't bad, but not like it's gonna win an Oscar or anything. But it was fun. Conceptually, I liked it. Please, someone else talk.
All right. Go ahead.
I would watch a prequel in this universe where they went into like the fucking, I don't know, some Renaissance shit or some Viking shit. You know what I mean?
If this movie were taking place not modern day, but if it were taking place in like the 17th century or something, and they're still immortal and stuff, that would have been pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, like when they did the Salem witch trials flashbacks, and they sort of did that. Like that was an aspect I actually really did like.
I like those in bite size like I still like the modern movie with flashbacks. I don't like period pieces as much, but like when they would reference historical things, I don't want you to spend a whole hour or like a season or a TV series in that universe, but to be modern and then flash back to like parts of history, implying like they were trivial in all of it, or like not trivial, they were, you know,
It's a part.
they affected history in its entirety. I think is really cool. But so.
Well,
that's all.
what's cool with a franchise like this, I think, is that like if they wanted to do a sequel, I mean, obviously they're going to, but they could do a prequel set 600 years before this. If they really
Exactly.
They could do.
It's so open ended, you know.
Yeah, and they could do something 100, 200 years from now, where it's like futuristic, and then
Fuck yeah.
like I like the universe this is in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's top 40 summer fun, top down, mainstream, spoon feed world a little bit here.
But I'd still watch it.
Same. It was fun. As long as the gunplay and choreography with like the swords and the guns, like when they were collaborating, like the two soldiers that had been fighting together for a millennia are just like, take this guy out, throw a gun over my shoulder, and this guy's here. Like they just knew each other. That shit, like the way that those single actions implied they had like a camaraderie that went back a millennia was sick.
Yeah. And like what I especially like the scene where he's like, he's not my boyfriend, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You don't know, man. This is
yeah.
hundreds of years I've spent with this man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. It's not
Yeah.
my fucking boyfriend. Dude.
Yeah, he was like, he has a kindness that is undeserving of the world he's in, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like he was like I imagine someone that's that old better be that fucking poetic, because like,
Right.
like the way he described his boyfriend. Well, sorry, not his boyfriend. His like they were fucking
Eternity, mate.
Yeah.
they were fucking soulmates. Yeah, that was sick. And fun fact, that was actually the monologue when they did casting. That guy did that monologue so well that he was casted on the spot. Is something I read.
Nice.
Just-
Fuck yeah. That guy was awesome. I liked all of them, honestly.
Yeah, they were all really good, I thought.
That was the old guard.
Fucking ting. All right,
You guys
so
ready to do DMT?
yeah, let's drop some DMT real
Ooh.
quick. What's the dumb movie title for The Old Guard? Alex, go ahead.
Do me last. I forgot we do this now.
Okay, so just a segment on the show that we do now. Josh?
I'm gonna go. I have a few options, but I'm gonna go with Atomic Long Time.
Nice. Okay, I've got a few also. I've got some honorable mentions, but I'm going to go with The Unexpendables.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Nice.
good.
All right, Wilson, you're on the spot. I will not edit this at all.
Oh, Christ.
Welcome back to improv comedy.
What's
with your-
Wilson? You hated this movie. What's the stupid fucking title for this movie?
The first thing that comes into my mind is just Constantine, but bad. But that's not really that funny.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll go with
Alright.
that. I'll go with that, yeah.
I went with Forever Gump.
Come.
Forever Gump.
My honorable mention was The Deadpoolers.
All right,
Nice.
I like that one. I said the 6,000 year engagement.
Nice.
Nice.
Those are my three.
Let's do budget for The Old Guard. What do you guys think of the budget? We're not going to do box office because it wasn't in the box office because it's Netflix, but what was the budget of The Old Guard? Birthday boy, kick us off.
Produced by Charlize, and it has an airplane, so I'm gonna go 25 million.
Okay.
Ooh, that was really close to what I wanted to say.
Same.
Fuck, I was just gonna say 30. I'm gonna stick with 30.
Okay,
Sorry, dude.
I'll lowball it. I'm going to go 20 million on this movie.
Fuck.
Alexa, what was the budget of the movie The Old Guard?
Here's something I found on the web. According to hubpages.com, they claimed the $190 million budget for the film was too expensive. Did that answer your question?
Don't think so.
Nope.
Thanks for
God.
the feedback.
Shut up, bitch.
It probably
She's
cost way
literally-
more.
She's looking up the budget for the Guard of the Queen from 1812 or some shit.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's IMDb Pro. Cool. I need IMDb Pro to see the budget, apparently. Hold
You
on.
need IMDb
Yeah.
Max.
Welcome back to There Are Too Many Movies.
We could do Charlize actor game.
Oh, Christ.
No, let me find the budget. God damn it.
I think we've done her like 20 episodes ago.
70 million.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Wow, Josh, you win that one with your guess of 30 million. Wow, it was less than half of the budget. 70 million is a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, where did that money go?
Probably just to Charlize.
Just
Bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, the Iron Maiden scene.
Yeah.
They yeah, I don't know. That did not feel like a $70 million movie, but okay.
No, not at all.
I mean, that's Wikipedia. It literally could be anybody typing that in. So who the fuck
Right.
knows? Whatever. That's
We got our answer.
cool. There it is.
Let's do the Charlize actor game.
Charlize Theron actor game. Kick us off.
Fuck.
Birthday bitch.
Fuck. Atomic Blonde?
Why
The
is that a
old
question? Yeah. Fuck. Shit. Shit on my fucking face. I can't think of the one.
All right, I think I know exactly what you're thinking
Yeah,
of, and let me just say it. It's Monster.
No, that wasn't it. Also, that's not her.
Yeah, it
She was
is.
in Monster.
My bad. I'm out.
Long shot.
That's what I was trying to fucking think of. That's the Seth Rogen one, right?
think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, Wilson.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Damn.
Furry
Perfect.
Road.
Arrested Development.
Nice. I love her character in that show.
Yeah.
X-Men.
What?
Hey, what? Just go. Long pause. What?
Oh, Ocean's 8. I bet she was in Ocean's 8.
up.
No. You're
We'll
fucking
Google it.
out,
Is she in
dude.
Ocean's 8?
You're fucking out of shit. She wasn't in X-Men either, you bitch. You birthday
She's
bitch.
in
Well,
fucking
look up
Mighty
Ocean's-
Joe Young, bitch.
God damn it. She
You're out.
was.
You're out, bitch.
I fucking won.
Oh, yeah, Mighty Joe Young, yeah. The Deadpool's Advocate, That Thing You Do, Reindeer Games, Men of Honor, Sweet November, 15 Minutes, The Curse of the Jade Scorpion. What the fuck?
Only one I would have got is Mighty Joe Young, and I didn't. So.
The Italian Job.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Other
You
ones.
remember Mini Coopers?
Let's see. She was in Hancock, ironically.
Oh, yeah.
The Road,
That's a
lot.
badass movie.
Prometheus. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
fuck. We are dumb.
Yeah.
I won. Fuck you.
I'm talking to Chris right now, Josh.
I won. Fuck you.
We're collectively stupid.
Oh, Bombshell, too. That was a recent one. Shit.
I think,
shit,
didn't he?
fucking,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
I never
I
saw
should
that.
have known that one.
Oh, well, that was fun. Do we have news?
Yeah, I got something. Something we really genuinely care about, guys. You ready for this?
Oh, shit.
Jude Law has been cast as Captain Hook in the new Peter Pan reboot.
Sure.
I mean, sure. But also, Peter Pan, like,
They're rebooting.
Hey,
it.
guys. Nothing says 2021 like a Peter Pan reboot.
Jesus. It's just Hook again? Just Hook?
Yep.
All right.
Dude, we had a fucking Peter Pan like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Why
Did
the
we?
fuck do we keep repeating this shit, dude?
I don't
it's
know.
big peanut butter, dude.
Big peanut butter.
God.
That's just unneeded and weird. Like, just reboot it for the sake of rebooting it. It's dumb.
Oh, wait. It's got to be part of Disney's rebooting, like, literally every old fucking thing they've done. So this is just like the next thing they're doing, right?
But Jude Law, like, do you really want to fuck Captain Hook? You know what I mean?
Bring back Dustin Hoffman. Fuck
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yeah. I feel
Robin,
like Captain Hook just needs to be a fucking dastardly fucking evil villain, dude, with one of these fucking things.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine Daniel Day-Lewis as Hook in a Disney
oh my
movie.
God. He goes
Oh
full
my
method.
God.
That would be
He would cut
sick.
off his motherfucking
He would-
hand.
No, he would get it eaten by a crocodile on purpose. Like,
He would develop a phobia of crocodiles for sure.
yeah. He'd go fucking ham on that.
And like as soon as they end the filming of Hook, he's just like, I'm finished. That was a There Will Be Blood reference. It's weird. The laughter must have cut out. That's how you guys were breaking up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies.
Fucking end the show.
And fucking end the show. Speaking of method acting, Shia LaBeouf got a full fucking chest tat, like full sleeve, chest, everything, like gang tattoos for his next role, like on his body.
What's the movie?
Entire chest piece, and the entire thing.
Yep.
It's like it's a fucking Joker fool with like a woman like holding the Joker's head.
Jesus Christ. So he's going to be like a gangbanger type guy in his next movie?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he's just going full method?
One of his lines is literally, the higher the socks, the downer the foo.
Yikes. I'm going to see it, though. I'm going to watch the fuck out of that movie. Because
The higher the socks, the downer the foo. What the fuck?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I'm not watching a trailer. I'm blacking out until that movie fucking comes out. The movie's called The Tax Collector, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I'm here for it. I love me some Shia.
Okay, so he's like
David
collecting
Ayer,
money for
though,
gangs.
the Suicide Squad director, guys.
I don't care. Shia. I'll watch
He
anything with
did
Shia.
Fury. He did Fury, though.
Fury was good. I watched that recently.
But he also did the fucking Orc movie with Will Smith.
Oh, Light or something?
Brightburn.
That
Right.
wasn't bad.
I never saw
No,
that.
it wasn't bad. It really wasn't. People hated on it for some reason, but
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. I loved it conceptually.
I would watch it just for Will Smith. Will Smith is one of those actors that like you could just attach his name to it and he's like a nice guy, so I'll watch it.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
essentially.
All right. Anything else, boys? You want to wrap this fucker up?
let's wrap it up. Hey, shouts to any new listeners that we have. Thanks for checking out the show.
Alexa, sing Wilshin happy birthday.
Oh shit.
Okay, here's happy birthday.
Thanks for listening to There Are Too Many Movies. Follow us on TikTok,
I'm a child.
Instagram, all that other
Share
shit.
a clip with your friends. And
MySpace.
subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube.
Also, Alexa, that wasn't singing at all, but whatever.
Yeah, that was really bad to be honest. But you tried. It's fine.